I want to help you today to be able to take your mind and help you to become what I call a money magnet. I've been studying the science of money for approximately 7 years now, so it's been a while, and I have learned a lot. The second money rule. Congratulations, everybody, on making your intent known that you're going to be money manifestors. So my name is Victoria Treziora again for you. I just now met you tonight, and this is our second money rule. And we're going to have it the second week of every month, every Sunday, the second Sunday. And basically it's a co-creating. And it's going to be a workshop. I'm going to teach a lot that I have learned with money and my journey of manifesting. So it is going to be a workshop. There's no right or no wrong. It's just to raise your awareness of money, to kind of reiterate what we talked about the last money rule, is we talked about the three components of money. And the three components of money are, the first one is to save money. And that sounds very difficult for a lot of people who are barely making ends meet. But to pay yourself first, not last. And usually we pay ourselves last here in America. Europeans actually are much better. They may even have less material-wise, but financially many of them have more because they know the secret of paying themselves first, as do millionaires. And millionaires do definitely have a different mentality. My clients that are very affluent clients have a different mentality. One of the concepts that I started this was I started not only seeing my manifesting working with them, but I also started seeing that their mentality, when I would follow it, it really worked. And that there really was a difference with the way that they handled money and that they thought about money and that the vibration that they put out. So pay yourself first. The second component of money that's very crucial and important, and that is really to have that money grow. So for instance, say you only get $1,000. What are you going to do with that $1,000? Of course, don't dip into it. And if you need to, then it's there for those emergencies. But what are you going to do? Then you're going to take that and you're going to invest. And that's where side businesses come in. Eula, she sells, she's a distributor of Kangen water. I now am. That's one stream of income. And you have to have it that fits you. It could be a simple little thing as making pot holders and, crocheting pot holders and selling them at the local, arts and crafts fair. It could be cleaning. My sister has a cleaning service. It could be anything, making jewelry. I also have one where I sell jewelry and I sell essential oils because that also helps to raise our vibrational frequency. So something that's in alignment with you of what you want to do. Even if it's as simple as finding something for another stream of income as babysitting or working a part-time job. But if you can't save, always find another residual stream of income. And the third component, and it's really not last, I think it really needs to be first, that's charity. That's really important. Whether it's just giving a sandwich or a hamburger at McDonald's or somewhere to some homeless person, or it's volunteering your time, which is also charity. I did that a lot when I was really almost destitute. I will say financially, I did that a lot. I gave my time to domestic violence victims, and most of them could not pay me. And so, believe it or not, I have some clothes from them, they gave me perfume, I have beautiful stories, and it was a wonderful thing on my journey to help somebody. Everybody has different things. And then the first secret that many people know that we learned is, does anybody remember? It's first co-creating. Two minds come together. Everything starts with a concept of a mind. For instance, Starbucks may have started at a small little place in Seattle where I'm actually originally from. It started with a concept first, and then it grew into where it is now. Every business starts with something in the mind. And when you have somebody else to help you with that, 2, 3, 4, 5 or more, a group like this, that's where the vibration, which is the second secret that we're going to actually go in and talk about today, is it raises your vibrational frequency. So co-creating, I cannot say enough of it. I come from a family business. This spa is a family business. And families, one reason why they are so successful, from Bill Gates to many other people, is the fact of the matter is more than one person had that. Actually, for instance, Microsoft was Bill Gates and Paul Allen. Those were two people that they had the same vision in Seattle, and they put it together and they built that together. So co-create. If you do any Google search or YouTube, and if you Google co-create, you're finding a facilitator, you're going to find a huge amount of information that's almost impossible to be able to even study. I've been studying it for years. And one of the reasons why I say it's the first and actually one of the most important is the fact of the matter is that's what I found when I created the money goal here that we're going to talk about in a little bit. And as time went on and it got more successful and more successful, I realized something. When my clients would ask me, what do you want? What do you want, Victoria? And I would tell them, for instance, I would tell Eula, I would tell one of my actress clients or my producer clients, or I would tell them, actually, this is what I'm trying to manifest. Within a faster amount of time, it would happen. And that's when I started doing research and I started saying, there's something to this co-creating. In fact, on the books that I gave you, it's called Co-Creators 2. They have a lot of YouTube. They're really amazing on watching videos on co-creating. It could be as simple as co-creating, for instance, a band. You know how a band gets together. They're jamming and everybody's thinking, well, it's a good band. But what they did is they co-created that together. And that's how you build your empire. So the number one secret is what?
Co-creating.
Perfect. Co-creating, finding a facilitator, finding somebody else to help you get into your dream. Because we're not in this world by ourselves. We're all connected just with each other. So help each other. And when you have also too those people, this is another part of the secret that's really important with co-creating. When you have people wishing you well, they're sending out their vibrational energy to the universe. For instance, when my father decided to buy a business in Redmond, Washington, he bought an existing business, and it was kind of so-so. And then he took that, and he ended up making it one of the most successful businesses in the dog arena, I should say. We're big animal lovers. We owned, without saying it, we owned a pet center, basically, and he groomed dogs, and we boarded dogs, and we took care of dogs, and you name it, we were all about animals. But because my dad built the business from a very small, just him and my mom and my sister and me, and a little help from some family members, and he did, number one, what he loved to do, and number two, he had people wishing him well. And then because he would take care of people's dogs, and he would send his love to these animals, and then they would send their love back, it's sending out that vibrational frequency with all these people like, oh, I know you should get your dog groomed. My dad would have people coming from Renton, Puyallup, Tacoma, which is like, for instance, people coming from Orange County to come here to the spa or something. They would travel very far because of what the value that they got for their money. But they put out all these positive and well wishes for my dad and my family. And so that really made a big difference. So really do the co-creating. And if you don't have a lot of friends and say you move from somewhere or whatever, then that's okay. Just all you need is one or two. Just find somebody else, or find even groups like this. This is only the second Sunday of every month. So if you need more than that, or you can't come on that second Sunday, find another group that's going to help you to co-create. Second secret is raising your vibrational frequency. And this is all about the feelings. This is what little kids are great at. You have been around these little kids, and they make up this wonderful, wonderful little story. And why do they not believe that they can't do it? Because they don't know otherwise. They really don't. And so they live in this magical world. They're sending out this vibrational frequency. Everything has its own vibrational frequency too. So I want to teach you about the 3 conditions to vibrational frequency. The first one is, it's a temporary condition. For instance, a shopping spree to make you feel better. Say if you're in a down mood, a shopping spree, dining out, a vacation. You know that high when you go on a vacation and everything's all relaxed. My boyfriend and I went to the gondola ride in Newport a while ago, and it was wonderful and romantic, and so the vibration was wonderful and it was high. However, also to learn to be in the now. So for for those times that you're feeling a little bit down, just try to really be in the now of whatever is good, and then hold on to that memory. So that's a temporary condition of a vibration frequency, even though we want to try to hold that longer. The second is the on and off. That's where the one day that you go away on vacation and you're really nice, and then maybe another day is say you are overwhelmed, you got too much going out, too many bills going out, and you're like, how am I going to pay all this? And then you start worrying, and then you start getting more stressed, and then you start getting more and more, and it's like a roller coaster of emotions that you don't want to get on. So you want to turn the on and off. You want to try to be more on and do whatever it takes to keep you on within reason. Shopping can be a very bad one. What don't you like about shopping? Is it the spending the money or just the time?
I think it's the time.
The time. Yeah.
I mean, if I want pants, I know I want to go to this specific store, go buy the pants or shop for those pants and then
You're good.
But
Yeah.
So just spend all day walking around the mall.
Yeah. That gets you into trouble though. Yeah. For instance, a lot of people that are really sad or they're depressed and they go on these, shopaholic spending sprees or whatever. That is euphoric, and that is raising their cortisol level, and that is raising their energy vibration. But the problem with it is then they crash. So it's that on again, off again. So we really want to be careful with the on again, off again. And the third, condition is it's the permanent condition, and that's what we want to strive for. That's the path that I'm on. But it means about your ego not being there. Self-love, but not your ego. Not about me and myself and I. We're in this together. We need to co-create with each other. We've got to co-create with each other. This is a really important thing. The highest of awakening is just completely also surrendering. When we surrender, we completely allow to let go, that it will work out. One of my favorite authors is Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he is also in the movie. He did the movie What the Bleep Do We Know? Fascinating. He's really into quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and he does something that I really like. He starts his day. He decides every morning when he wakes up, he puts out the intention for what his day is. You take it and you create your day. And you say, this is what I want today. For instance, I'll say, I want to have a productive day. I want to have a happy day. I don't want any tiffs. I don't want any, disagreements. And the third is, I want to try to be a better person. I want to try to be more loving. I want to try to be more caring. What could I do to make somebody's day better? To find a real compliment that you really like about somebody. It raises not only your vibration and it helps you to feel better, it raises their vibration. Treat others how you want to be treated yourself. And I think that that's important.
I work contracts. The contract ended on Monday. The next day, I received a phone call. Got another job right off the phone call and started another job.
Oh, wow. Oh, good for you. Why I believe in a vision board, a lot of different teachers and a lot of different workshops do it. This is the vision board for the money bowl. And take whatever is important to you. But what this vision board represents really is a concept, and there is a science of money. Flowers do give off a frequency that's higher, and roses is one of the very highest. I'm actually into essential oils. I don't know if you guys remember about The Secret. This is actually the oil that they used to sell. And then red ginger. Red ginger is for wealth and riches. And it's another one. One of the ones, and the one that in fact I'm going to pass this around. It's the rose oil. And you can go ahead and put it around. This is a very high grade rose oil. It's the highest vibrational frequency that there is roses and rose oil. And it doesn't smell like, no offense to the grandma, rose oil. Basically, I put everything on here that I wanted for myself, but I also want for you guys. I want you guys to have an abundant amount of money. I want you to say it, I want you to see it, and I want you to experience it. So the first thing is I want you to see it in your mind. And then I want you to say it. That's where the co-creating comes in. You tell your best friend, you share it here at a circle, you have somebody help you to co-create it, and then you'll experience it. And that's where the feeling, that's where raising the vibrational. It may be different than what you expected. My son-in-law says something, confess it, possess it. And I said, I'm going to use it at my money pool workshops all the time. I like that. Basically, you say it, and then it happens. experience. It's the same mentality of you see it, you say it, you experience it. The ways to raise your vibrational frequency. Number one is therapy. It's also meditation. It's that time alone with yourself. And it also helps to lower the cortisol. So that is really, really where we get our power from also too, is to really spend that time in healing ourselves, spending the time in meditation, prayer, and therapy as well. Somebody to be able to bounce it off and to be able to just kind of release what your issue is. The second, believe it or not, is water. And to drink a lot of water and to surround yourself with water. In my office over here, I have not one but 2 fountains. The third thing is music. Music and sound therapy. That helps to raise our vibration. So basically, to help raise our vibration is hypnosis, meditation, and healing, because it lowers our cortisol, which is our stress hormone. Second is water. Surround it. The sound as well as drinking it. The third is music. The fourth, it emits a natural frequency, and that is nature. So surround yourself in a beautiful scenery. Now, for some people, that may be the beach, an ocean. Some it may be a park. Some it may be a forest. Whatever that is to you, but surround yourself. Take a walk somewhere. That's nature. The fifth is exercise. It could be dance. And why is exercise raises our serotonin. Our serotonin is our hormone that really helps us. It's that feel-good feeling. It's that feel-good gene. So exercise is really important. My field of specialty, in fact, in hypnosis is sports enhancement. So I'm really big in sports enhancement. I'm really big in being able to exercise more, because that also helps. The second of mine is weight loss. I think that affects us all. Another one is pain management. Because I'm a jogger, and I'm an avid jogger, I go 4 to 5 miles, probably about 5 or 6 times a week. Helps me to feel better, helps me to eat what I want, raises my serotonin level. But the pain management, and I do a lot with circle therapy and hypnosis. I also do a lot with stones, rose quartz healing, and oils, and the heat. And so it's like the cold hot therapy. And another one is relationships. That's one of my fields of specialties. And it is about basically making a journal. I give all my clients a small little tablet. They can put it in a little notepad and a pen, and they can put it in a purse. They can put it in their cars. My men too. And they do the journaling, and they write little notes, especially because for those of you who don't know much about hypnosis, we're in hypnosis. First 15 to 30 minutes when we wake up, and the last 15 to 30 minutes before we go to sleep. And while journaling is so important, is because we're in that semi-hypnotic state before we go to sleep. And then there's a lot of things that can help us get in that state. The music. I like to do something that's called vocal tonations that can help you to basically get that power more. And that's also too in that vibrational field. When we raise in our mind, when we raise that, that's where we are like a magnet. We pull things to us. We pull people to us. We pull circumstances and situations to us. We pull money to us, jobs to us. We only use, neuroscientists have now discovered, 7 to 10% of our mind capacity. Just imagine if we use more.